Next question says, which best describes what a central bank uses monetary policy to do? 1 says, ensure the government has a balanced budget. 2, influence financial institutions globally. 3, ensure the government is sufficiently funded. Or 4, steer the economy away from recession and towards growth. So central bank for us is going to be the Fed, right, or Federal Reserve. And monetary policy is basically the tools which the Fed has to influence the economy. And so we know that's things like open market operations, the controlling the interest rates, the discount rate, etc. So what is the goal, the motivating principle behind the Fed's monetary policy? And so we know that the Fed is basically trying to accomplish a lot of the same things that government tries to accomplish through fiscal policy, and that is to lessen the impacts of the business cycle with its expansions and recessions, right? We want to, if we think the economy is too slow and it's in a recession, we want to use either monetary policy or fiscal policy to stimulate the economy so that it's going back to this recovery kind of period. And so that's going to be the motivating principle. Let's take a look at the answers. 1 says ensure the government has a balanced budget. That's going to be a concern of the legislative body, not the central bank. 2 says influence financial institutions globally. And again, that seems to imply that the Fed is somehow some sort of foreign policy kind of mechanism. I mean, international economies is going to be important when we're looking at monetary policy for sure, but it's not a motivating principle, right? It's just something to be considered. 3 says ensure the government is sufficiently funded. Again, that's concern of the legislative body, not the central bank. And 4, steer the economy away from recession towards growth, and that is something that we see the central banks constantly doing. Well, in any recession, you'll see quantitative easing, you'll see a drop in interest rates, and so that's something that we'll definitely see being a motivating principle for the central bank. So 4 is the correct answer here. Let's take a look at the previous tutor's answer. The previous tutor said 4, and they said the monetary policies adopted by the central bank, i.e. the monetary authority of the economy, to stabilize its financial system and retain the stability of prices in the market such that the economy is rescued from short-run fluctuations in the business cycle, such as a recession, and brought back to its long-run growth trend. When the economy encounters a recession due to depleting aggregate demand and plummeting business activity that erodes the profitability of various markets and increases unemployment, the central bank adopts expansionary monetary policy that focuses on increasing the money supply by enhancing the credit creation capacity of banks such that consumer spending and investment spending are increased and aggregate demand is encouraged to rescue the economy out of recession. That's quite the sentence, but yes, that is correct. And we're going to mark that as correct.